Hey, what's up you guys, Mirady here, and I'm here with my first match of PIFA, the Pokemon International Fighting Association. So, my first opponent was Bryce, 101 Games, link in the description below. He is the coach of the Dallas Dedennes, and he thinks he can mess with the Bakersfield Beedrills. He told me he gon' beat me in my last video, but we shall see. Moving on to the fight, let's just get on it. So we got I have Victini. Okay, first I'm going to pause it. I led with Victini, my scarfed he was scarfed, and his job was literally just to get Switch Initiative off, U-turn off on whatever he brought in. He first led with his Charizard. I also have brought in Politoed, Mega Beedrill, Ferrothorn, Kingdra, and Toxicroak. He had brought, of course, the Suicune, the Charizard. He brought his Dedenne. If you can't see it, that's his little Dedenne right there. And he's brought Scrafty, Superior, and Gengar. So, yeah, this first turn he switches into Blue Sacred, the Suicune, and I just decide to U-turn on him. Bop! Take the nice 14%, and I'm going right into something he can't touch, which is Ferrothorn. Touch me, and he switches right into Charizard as expected, but I do set up my rocks, and he's going to Mega Evolve and go for this Flamethrower in the sun, but I protected to see what he would do. The reason I protect this turn because he's gonna Mega Evolve. I have to switch out first with Politoed, and I would put up the rain first before he got up the sun. So I wanted to put up the rain after, I guess. So I just switch into Politoed, go into Kingdra, and then kill him. Well, I don't know why he went for Solar Beam in the rain when he knew it would take 2 turns. It was a bad play on his part. So he brings in the Thug Boy, his Dedenne, and I go right into Ferrothorn as he sets up a sub. And I'm not really scared of his sub at all, because look at how much damage he did to me with that Thunderbolt. Not much at all. So I do Gyro Ball, take away his sub. And he decides, you know what, I can't touch Ferrothorn at all. I have to go into Suicune. Suicune, a decent play, but however, Suicune's in UU because of Ferrothorn. No matter what, Suicune barely ever touches Ferrothorn for anything. Even though that was a crit Ice Beam, he would have done a lot less because it was a crit. So I just gets up my Seeds on him. And yeah, I can stall this thing out with Seeds, Protect, all that. And Gyro Ball's doing a decent amount, but he roars me out and go into Toxicroak. Not bad. And the rain suckingly falls, and I get up a Gunk Shot, and he doesn't kill him. I was surprised. And he goes for Ice Beam, takes out almost half my health, and he falls to the Leech Seed. So I think Ferrothorn picks up that kill because of those Seeds. Then he sends in Thug, the Scrafty, and I decide, you know what, this isn't that good. I'm gonna go right into Touch Me. And surprisingly enough, he has Fire Punch. I'm like, oh no, Fire Punch. So I'm predicting he's either Banded or something. Banded Scrafty with Intimidate was really weird set because all he was going for Fire Punch. He didn't go for Drain Punch that turn. So I go right into Politoed, lessen the damage of Fire Punch in the rain. Only does 5%. And he decides to go into Yoko. I decided to drop a Toxic even though he still has that Gengar. Yeah, that was my best possible play because I predicted Superior to come in, and I didn't have him Power Ice or Ice Beam. So yeah, I was the defensive Politoed, so I go right into Kritdra and I go for the Ice Beam, and surprisingly enough, it does not kill. I was kind of upset about that. Life Orb, Ice Beam from Kingdra does not kill Superior. Superior picks up the kill on mine because of the Leaf Seed, but he does die to Toxic, so I say Politoed picks up that kill because of the toxic damage. I go into Bakersfield, my Beedrill, my Mega Beedrill, and I'm gonna Mega Evolve, just U-turn out because I outspeed. He's not Scarfed, he's Banded. And in comes Battletoad. Take the Fire Punch. Even though I'm dry skinned, it is in the rain and I can take it. So in comes the Cheshire, which I think is a bad play because he does take my Drain Punch, but he should be afraid of Sucker Punch, which is a thing. Now that I know he's not Focus Sash, I can just spam Sucker Punch till I win. Or not. I can just hit Sucker Punch until the Gengar dies. And he does get the Intimidate. Stitch into Scrafty gets the Intimidate on my Toxicroak. I am going to Drain Punch it and kill it, even at -1. I wasn't afraid of anything the Scrafty was going to do to me because I have Beedrill and Polytoad to scald it, and I also have Victini to U-turn on it. And I take this game up by killing his mascot with a gung shot. Toxicroak picks up 2 kills against the Gengar, 3 kills, Gengar, Scrafty, and Dedenne. So MVP is obviously Toxicroak, sweeping up the last parts of his team, but I also had Victini to do that. Scarfed, V-Create literally fucked up his whole team, except for Charizard and Suicune. That's why I also carried Volt Strike. So, hope you guys enjoyed my first battle against Bryce game. Nice play, but you really made a good game. You really had a bad switch into Charizard. You decided to Solar Beam in the sun against Polytoad. Really questionable play. I don't know. So, good games, once again, to Bryce games. Link in the description. And Mirror D is out with a 5-0. Not bad.